What does our 15th president, James Buchanan, have to do with you? He's a lot of the reason we're here, actually, and it's because of a conspiracy. James Buchanan was nominated by the Democratic Party for the presidential ticket in 1856 because he had been out of the country for a lot of years. So he was not tainted by the political ickiness of the Kansas-Nebraska Act. He was what was called a doughface. Yes, that's real. That is a term for Northerners who had like a thing for the Southern way of life. This might have had something to do with the fact that he was gay and his partner was from the South. William Rufus King, senator from Alabama, also became Franklin Pierce's vice president. He died right after he was inaugurated. Their friends and enemies called King and Buchanan Miss Fancy and Aunt Nancy. After King died, Buchanan was single for the rest of his life. So what was the conspiracy? He intervened secretly in the Dred Scott case. Dred Scott was an enslaved man in Missouri. His enslavers took him to the Illinois territory where slavery was illegal. When they got back to Missouri, Dred Scott sued, saying that since he was taken to Illinois, he was free. The case made its way all the way up to the Supreme Court. Buchanan had backroom conversations with the Supreme Court justices. Buchanan suggested to one that a broad decision in this case would put the issue of slavery to rest in the country and allow him to spend his presidency focusing on other things. That justice told Buchanan to go consult with Robert Grier, another justice on the court who was from Pennsylvania, like Buchanan was, and tell him to join the majority in the opinion. Buchanan did just that. Grier joined the majority of the court, which allowed them enough leverage to issue a very broad decision. 2 days after Buchanan was inaugurated, Chief Justice Roger Taney issued the majority decision. All white supremacists look like uncooked hot dogs left out of the sun. These are the people who think they're supreme. These people, right here. Anyway, the majority opinion was that black people in this country could never be considered citizens, were not citizens, and therefore could not sue, that the federal government had no right to restrict slavery at all. Worst decision in Supreme Court history so far. His intervention in the Dred Scott case ensured that we were going to war, and he did nothing in the next 4 years to stop it. Because of his dough-faced beliefs, he continually gave in to Southern demands. He appointed a majority Southerner slaveholding cabinet. He never traveled north of Pennsylvania. He left the White House after 1 term, deeply unpopular, with the country headed towards obvious war. War that could have been avoided if he had not interfered in Dred Scott. He actually said to Abraham Lincoln when Lincoln was inaugurated, "If you are as happy upon entering the White House as I am upon going home to Wheatfield, you are a happy man." In his final speech to Congress after Lincoln had been elected, he said that he did not support secession, but did not think the federal government had any right to interfere. May he rot.